Hey everybody, it's Heather and we're back today with a brand new podcast. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing wonderful. It is Friday, October 25th, 2024. Today I have one finished object, a few works in progresses, a few small acquisitions, and yeah, so that's what we have. First off, I did not fruit punch, whatever. For the win, I did not finish the Granny Square hand warmers for my baby. After I last podcasted last Friday, it got warm here again. I live in South Carolina, Southeast United States of America. It is back in the high 80s and has been all week. So her cheer ended Wednesday, her last cheer game, football game of the season or whatever, ended. And we did not need another pair. And I thought one pair was enough really to get her through the last 2 days. If she needed them, she did not need them because it was very warm. Big surprise. If you live in the Southeast, sometimes you do covet what you do not have. You want cold sometimes. And I am in my season of age where I am learning to live in the season that we're in. And this year I have done that very well. But right now I would just like a little breeze or some rain would be nice. But that's not here nor there. So we decided to scrap the second pair of fingerless mitts, and that's fine because her cheer season's over. She's going into a different extracurricular right now, in a few weeks, so she won't need them. So that's been put to the wayside. I do have one finished object, like I said. And this is something that I hadn't even cast on when I last saw you, and I finished it, which is a little surprising to me because usually I've made one of these before, and it is my favorite hat I've ever knit. I've knit quite a few hats. I don't wear a lot of hats, but I do make them. So I knit a Musselburgh hat. I used a Beetlejuice colorway that I had received in the Slick Chick Halloween Beetlejuice box that I showed you. I got this yarn. It is by Always Be Kind Yarn. The colorway is It's Showtime. It is a self-striping sock set. It is 440 yards to 100 grams. The mini skein was 80 yards to 20 grams. 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. Now, I will say, I used the entire green mini skein, and then I wanted it, you'll see. But what I will say is this yarn is much thinner than the average. It's thinner. It's like a light fingering. It's not like a full-on fingering because I have a lot of yarn left over. Let's see. I knit the adult medium. I used the US 3 or 3.25 millimeter knitting needle. I got the gauge of 6.5 stitches, so I increased to 26 stitches on my needles. The way you do it is you have 4 needles, so you do 26, 26, 26, and 26. The actual recommended, I think, was 28 stitches, but I didn't want mine to be super big because I like the more fitted look. So I knit it however long I wanted it, and then I did, the decreases. So this is my Musselburgh hat. Ain't she pretty? I will say I blocked this hat and I left it in the water soaking for like 5 hours because I left my house and I forgot about it. And it did dull down a little bit. It is UV activated. Is that the right word? It's black light activated. You see that it glows under black light. This does, as does the green here, and then some of the speckles and this stripe also glow under black light. And this is not an end, this is my bracelet. So the way I wanted it, I knit the entire mini skein, and then I started knitting the full skein. That way I have two hats. I have this, and it looks like I have a striped brim, or the other way, it's a full-on striped hat. And it's very cute. I'm not going to put it on right now because, well, I don't want to. Shit. All right, I'll go ahead and put it on. please be mindful that I have that up there. This fits perfectly the way I like it when that is not up there. It looks ridiculous with this here. But I do love this hat. It fits great. It fits exactly how I wanted to. I look really silly with this, like right here though, don't I? I love it. It's ridiculous. Oh my goodness. So it fits exactly how I wanted to. I did measure it against the other one that I have also knit and I love to death. It is my only worn hat that I have that I wear. So what I have to say about this yarn, the green bled quite a bit in the water when I was soaking it. In the soak water, it wasn't soak, I used, I can't remember what they're called. It's the bar you can get, it's very popular. Like it's a little lanolin bar that you can soak stuff with. They have all kinds of scents and I cannot remember the name of them. But it did bleed. The water was green when I flushed it and I didn't see any black or anything like that in it. It was just green. But it kind of looks like the stripes are less white, which they weren't very white to begin with. I guess it doesn't matter. Here are the stripes. They are very thin stripes for self-striping yarn, even in the Musselburgh. I knit a Musselburgh hat before in self-striping yarn by, I don't remember. I could tell you though, because I have it right here. I knit it, oh, there we go. And it was what I thought. Pacific Northwest Pearls Yarn Co. And their self-striping hat, I had, like my smallest stripe was bigger than this colored stripe. Like it looked like self-striping yarn. It was more even stripes. I'm guessing that this was gonna knit up with different size stripes in a sock, but I don't know. I will find out eventually because after knitting this hat, I still have 67 grams of yarn, which is crazy to me that I have this much left, even though I knit an entire Musselburgh hat. Like, wow, okay. I thought I dropped a stitch. I don't know. It's magic, I guess. Because I don't knit them as long as everybody else does because I don't want the slouchy look. I don't want to fold up the brim because here in the South it doesn't get really that cold, but it gets cold enough every so often that you need a hat. Now I have a Beetlejuice hat to wear and I'm very excited about that. So yeah, that's just what I have left. I have plenty enough left to do a pair of socks for myself and I will eventually. Not right now, but eventually. So there's that. So that is the only finished object I have this week. I'm going to show you my sweater that I'm working on for my daughter's birthday. It is much closer to being finished than it was the last time I saw you. Last time I saw you, I had, oh, that's the wrong sleeve. I had knit this sleeve, the body, the bottom ribbing, and I had gotten to about right here on the second sleeve. I have now finished knitting the sleeve and I am working on the cuff because obviously if I knit this in 5 days, I really had to knit this in 5 days. Like that's all I really did. So now I am working on the 1x1 cuff. I only need a few more rows and then I can bind off, which is cool. And then I can pick up for the neckband and then I will be done with this after I sew my ends in. I'm very excited because I'm kind of just ready to move on to a different project because I get that way. As you can tell, last time I saw you, I told you I was going to make another I-cord hair tie and finish the socks that I was working on and finish this. And instead, I knit a Musselburgh hat this week because I had nothing better to do with my time, apparently. I don't know about myself sometimes. So yeah, this is where I'm at. The sweater is super cute. I got some ends to weave in. I got to pick up and work my magic on the neckband and then just finish it off. And what's really cool, the sleeves did work out almost perfectly, if not perfectly. Look at this. That was on accident, guys. I love it. So that's really all I have to say about this. There's no pattern to this. I came up with this on my own. It is 2 granny squares that are 11 rounds seamed together, and then I did 2 rows on each shoulder of double crochet, US terms, I do believe. Picked up for arms, knit the arms because I like to mix knit and crochet, and then I'm knitting the waistband, the cuffs, the arms, and the neckband will be knitted. So yeah, I'm almost done with this. Very exciting. It's always exciting to finish a project that you know will get worn, because my little girl will wear her sweaters, which is nice. So let's see, I have one more actual work in progress that I've actually done, and then I will show you one thing that I'm kind of working on, obviously. This is my Halloween socks by Area 51 Fibers in another Beetlejuice colorway called The Juice is Back. They sell their yarn in 50-gram skeins, and I have 26, I think about 26 grams left of yarn. So I was going to knit the whole sock in the self-striping colorway, but when I realized that I only had 27 grams left, I decided to go ahead and just do a contrasting toe, because I did use it on the heel, the self-striping yarn on the heel. So I wanted it, I didn't want to run out of yarn on the second sock and look like absolutely silly. So I went ahead and picked up and used a solid black for my contrast toe. I wouldn't say contrast toe, except for the fact that these stripes compared to solid black are a lot lighter. So it is kind of a contrast or a complementary, whatever. It's not the same color. This and this and this are not the same. So, because these colors are a little bit more muted, but whatever. So I'm almost done with this sock. I am on my toe decreases now, which is kind of cool. For my socks, I usually knit, what is it, 65 to 70 rows for the foot. I wear a women's US size 8 shoe. I feel like everybody else don't make that many rows for their women's shoe mediums, but I do. I don't know why, but it just, I guess my row gauge is just what works for me. So there's that, and then I'm knitting a toe, which is now all wobbled up. I am using the Temu Fake Flexi Flip type needles that I've used. It's just what I had in the bag, so cute, right? I will finish the sock today, because that's what I've been thinking about working on this morning. So I will finish this later today and cast on the second one, which I have the yarn in here to do that with. This is what I have left. My half ball left of a 50-gram skein. I think I got that right that time. So that's all I have to say about that, because, you know, there's no reason to drone on about something that you've already seen. The last thing I have to show you that I have actually worked on is very small and minuscule, if I can see it. I crocheted one, that's right, one granny square for my Halloween blanket. I'm so ashamed. I have like less than a week, and Halloween will be here. Yeah, what can you do? I'm not concerned. I will keep working on it when Halloween is gone. So, my cute little stitch marker that I made. It's a little ghost beagle on a pumpkin. You're so cute. So yeah, I just did a regular granny square in black. So now I have, I think 7 or 8. Let's see. I did weave in all my ends, all except that mitered square one, which I haven't done that one yet, but I've did all the other ones. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now I have 8. So I have 8. 8 is great. 8 is nowhere near enough for a blanket, but it's still cool. I just will do this whenever I feel like it, now that Halloween is about to come and go. So I would just do this whenever I feel like it. There's that. So that is all of my works in progresses, I think. Because like I said, I've been really busting my butt to finish that muscle bra hat. I don't know why. I picked it up, I started it, and I got obsessed with it, and I wanted to finish it. And I did. And I love it. And it's cute. So I'm going to show you 2 acquisitions, and then I'm going to open the Fangirl Fiber Advent with you. My first acquisition is I bought some yarn to go with the Halloween blanket that I am working with. I went on Lion Brand's website and bought some DIY Glow Cozy yarn. There we go. It is white. It is a number 4 medium weight, 2.12 ounces, 60 grams, 78 yards, 100% polyester. Yeah, white yarn. It glows in the dark. I thought it would be fun to maybe go around all the squares in this or seam them with this and then put a border with this because it does glow in the dark. And I bought 8, so I mean, I'm guessing I can go back and get more. I don't think this is a Halloween only color. It might be. If it is, then I'll have to find some in a D-stash, but I do have 8 and that should be enough for a throw, most likely. I don't know where I get my judgment on how many balls to buy. I just bought 8. They were like, what was it, like 4 for $10 or something like that. That might not be right. That seems like, whatever. They were on sale. So I bought them and I'm very happy that I bought them. They do glow under the light well. And yeah, there's that. So the last acquisition that I want to show you before I show you my Fangirl Fiber Advent is one of my Christmas Advents came. I'm so excited. This Advent is from Artemis Yarns. There is her sticker. Some drama about getting this. Obviously, it's got that on it. This is a Medusa inspired Advent. I have not opened the paper. I got it today after some drama with the post office. It came from France. I have some Artemis yarns, but I have a very little bit, like maybe 1 or 2 skeins, because it's not something that I have ever been able to grab while it was in shop. Excuse me. And when I saw that she had a Medusa inspired Advent, I'm like, oh, I like Medusa. Let's get that. So I don't know about you, but if you are obsessed with yarn Advents, this is one of my yarn Advents. I have this one. I have one coming from maybe Stitch and Hustle is the name of it, which is a Greatest Showman Advent. Then I have I think it's Christmas Day cast on box coming from Craft House Magic. It comes with like a project bag and all that good stuff. I bought that too. So that might be all of them this year. I hope that I only bought 2 Advents, because that's a lot of yarn when I have not worked up. I have like 7 Advents of yarn. I even have an Advent. You will see in my next video. I have an Advent that I haven't even opened yet from last year. I had intentions of opening that for my birthday month, because my birthday is the 30th, which means I had all month to open it. I opened 3 days and then I didn't open the rest of it. So there's that. I have multiple. You'll see in the next video. My next video, I'll explain that in a minute. So let's just open this up and see how it's packaged. I'm assuming it's packaged well. I've always liked her Advents. They're usually a fade of some type, and they are just so aesthetically pleasing. I don't want to tear into anything. I also don't want to open it deep oh, it's in a bag of some type. Okay. I don't want to like open it and it just be yarn, okay? Which I don't think they would do that, but yeah, that's just, it says I got the high twist fingering full Advent. That sounds about right. Okay. Ooh, it's got a snake on it. There's a snake and some flowers, and it says Medusa Advent, and it is a drawstring bag with handles, which is very nice, and it says Medusa's Full Advent High Twist, hand dyed in France by Artemis Yarns. Very cool. Not sure if this is a color inspiration or not, honestly. I can't remember, because she doesn't dye a whole lot of Advents or anything, so when she does dye, like when she put it on sale, I had to jump in it. Okay, so we have this in here. And it tells you, I guess, the colorway of each day. Very cool. I'm guessing this must be the color inspiration. So I'm not going to open anything. I'm just going to show you the packaging. So they all come, oh, I grabbed one, in these cute little bags. This is actually a really good color and pattern for a Medusa colorway. Medusa Advent. I'm gonna put that back in there. Okay, yeah, the full skein is on the bottom. So this is so cute. I'm so happy that I have my first Advent. So let's put that back in there. Close her back up and wait until December. My yarn babies. My yarn babies. Oh, I'm so excited. So the only other thing we have today is to open up our Fangirl Fiber weekly color. I'm gonna find the right one. I guess I need the 24th. We have October 24th, Sparkle DK again, cute packaging, Twilight weekly, Sparkle DK Halloween Advent. Ready? Here we go. All right. Oh, that is absolutely gorgeous. It is the colorway, The Lion Fell in Love with the Lamb. Oh, girls, guys, I love it. It's so pretty. Guys, check out the sparkle. It's like a beautiful hunter green with some dark colors here. Can you even tell? Like, I can't. It's so pretty. Guys, I love this. I think this is my favorite so far. What am I gonna make with this, guys? I'm gonna have a lot of yarn. 500 grams of DK. It's a lot. 2, 4, 6. What am I gonna make with this? Help me out, guys. My hair is still a mess. Thank you guys for telling me. This is Fangirl Fiber, 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% stellina. DK weight 231 yards to 100 grams. And here is her information, and here is the label. Guys, this is so, that's good. That's so pretty. Oh, guys, this one's good. I love it. There's only one left, guys. That's kind of sad. And the last thingy yet. I've been keeping them in my bedroom, so I didn't even. And one left. Yeah, it's sad. Then I will show you them all together and we'll figure out what we're going to do with it, because I have got the slightest idea. I have never gotten a DK weight Advent. I do think that I might have gotten a DK weight Advent coming this year. I don't know. I know I get this high twist one. Last year, I got a superwash, non-superwash Advent. And I started dealing with that and started crocheting granny squares with that. And an I-cord, but I quit. Help me, Lord, help me. I got to get to work on these Advents. So that is all that I have today for you, pretty much. I am going to be posting a video on Monday, a side note. I'm going to be showing you all the Advents. No, not Advents. I'm showing you my yarn stash. The majority of my yarn stash. I am going to walk through and show you where my yarn is. It's not going to be super long or in depth. I'm just showing you what majority of my yarn stash looks like. Just kind of scary because I have more yarn than I have since, and yeah, so there's that. I hope everybody is having a great day, and I will see you again. I will see you on Monday. So I can't tell you happy Halloween yet because I will see you on Monday. So there's that. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and yeah, keep hope alive, guys. Peace.